I came, it was in 1959, and I was 14 years old. And I came with my younger sister, June, who was at the time 9. It was very traumatic for me because I've never seen a building like this huge. And to come through those doors and to hear them close behind you, it was very traumatic. My name is Jackie Fletcher. My Cree name is Ganingmet Beleches Esquel, which is Singing Bird Woman. And I got that name from Garden River Medicine Man. To this day, I still don't really know what it means. But he says that you're given a name and you'll figure it out. So I don't know if because of singing about Shingwauk that's what it means. I first went to the residential school of Chapleau in a canoe because we lived down the river from there, and then left at this huge stone building. That was very traumatic for me. Because I knew what to expect, I wasn't too shocked at my attending the Shingwauk school. I guess by the time I was 7, I learned to accept it, follow the rules as well. And it's only when I gotten older that I really look at what the plan was and how well that was orchestrated and carried out by the government and the churches. My name is Ashkipitabanashkoyon Desnakot. That's my Cree name. It means New Dawn Woman. And I'm Shirley Horn. When we came through those front doors with my younger sister, she had never been away from our family. And what they did right then and there was take her away from me and drag her down the hall with her crying. It was really hard. And the only time I got to see her was at mealtime. The intermediate and senior girls were sitting on one end and the junior were on the other end. And she'd be standing up there looking for me. And every time she saw me, she'd start crying. That's what they did. They separated you. And the community suffered greatly. You have your children, and all of a sudden all the children from the community are gone. It left the adults in a very difficult situation in that they couldn't be mothers and fathers, and grandparents especially suffered. The grandchildren weren't around. That's the part that really is rarely talked about, is the impact on the community. In 1981 was our first reunion, and that was a fun time. It was just getting to meet everybody again and finding out what's going on with their lives, and because that was our family while we were here. So it was like meeting family members. That first reunion, we had over 300 of the former students come back, and it was really joyful, talking about their life at Shingwauk, but also talking about what they had been doing, raising families and so on. So there was a lot of information that was exchanged at that first reunion. And then we had another one 10 years later in 91, and that was a shock because I didn't realize a lot of abuses were going on. I didn't see much when I was here. I was only here for 2 years. We had circles, part of the culture that we'd been reintroducing to our groups and our people and so on. Then the story started to come up because the circle is very, very strong and spiritual place. People were shocked, people were crying, and it was pretty dramatic reunion that we had at that time. We knew then and there that we had to do something about it. So we chose to become the group of the children of Shingwauk.
All the work we've been doing in 40 years, the generations below us still don't participate or talk about, or that's a real hard thing to break into. That's why I work so hard for the Children of Shingwauk Alumni Association. I want this story to be told by our people. And right now, there's a lot of us who are leaving this earth. There's not very many of us left. And we have the passion to do this work because we've experienced it.
The fact that Shingwauk has been designated as a historical site in Canada is very, very important. We're so very fortunate to still have this school standing. And we recognized that early on when we first came together. We've managed as a group, and our many helpers, the people that have worked with us through the years and shared in our vision, shared in our dream, that this would be a place, not only a memorial site, but a place that people can use to broaden their horizons in terms of their knowledge, a place to be for people to come and be around here and heal themselves.
I was very excited to see that Parks Canada was designating this as a National Historic Site. We need Canadians to know, not only Canadians, but worldwide, to know what happened here in Canada. And it's part of the Truth and Reconciliation process that the truth does come out that way.
This is a place that holds the memory of those children and also the written memories. And they're there to be witnessed. They're there to be shared. They're there to be a tool that can help with the understanding of what trauma took place in the residential schools.